Hello, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here today. I'd like to introduce you to Apriligen as a co-founder, as a CEO, and as a person who is a member of a family who actually suffers from the disease that we're trying to cure first. Apriligen is a gene therapy company focused on developing a scalable platform for rare monogenic diseases. I'm here to tell you that we have the opportunity to end a cycle of avoidable deaths amongst pediatric patients who suffer from these types of illnesses. And ultimately, the criticality of our mission is based on two items. First, the elements of our success are really the building blocks for the success for every other company that's presenting here today. And second, most importantly, the thousands of children around the world that are waiting, bless you, for our first product to be approved, which is very, very near term. We hope to offer that through our curative therapies. From our perspective, there is no greater an immediate need for this calling. So when we think about Apriligen, we've built a team, we've built an organization around the team, as you'll see. The science is clinically validated. There's a very attractive regulatory pathway that's novel, but also allows for very, very quick return on investment, as well as the achievement of near-term milestones. And the market is comprised of a number of illnesses, the first one of which we'll talk about is Diamond-Blackfan anemia. But these are fairly decently sized indications, none of which have a cure on the horizon. So when you look at our team, you can see a lot of logos there. The point of this slide is just to show you we've built the team to scale along with the opportunity. And we believe that we have the best resources and the best minds set on developing this mission and executing on it. When we look at Diamond-Blackfan anemia, which is our first one, the point, which is a very sort of consistent theme throughout all of the indications that we're looking at, is that the treatment is often worse than the solution, or the treatment is often worse than the disease itself. And what we're trying to do is offer a far better alternative. So in this case, you have patients that die young, require expensive care management, and they have materially increased likelihoods of cancer that's exacerbated by the ultimate current standard of care. So when we think about what our solution is, it's rooted in data. We've already gone through all of the validation process. Our IND actually gets filed sometime in the next 20 days. But the results have been nothing short of spectacular and consistent over the past 2 decades. Even more importantly, the regulators are looking for solutions to these kinds of problems. So we have a tailwind that wasn't there before. And this was something that existed in the Biden administration when Peter Marks was in charge. It's continued through with Martin McKay from the new commissioner of the FDA. This is a huge advantage for rare disease that most indications don't have. So when we think about what makes our solution so unique, it's a clinical solution, but it also has a mechanistic benefit. And so we avoid the need for graft versus host because it's an autologous transplant. We avoid the need for ablative chemotherapy because of the way we've designed our trial and because of the data we've been able to produce, because of the design of the vector, frankly. But ultimately, this is a one-and-done correction that has the potential to create massive scales of economy over a long period of time with enormous human benefits. And so when we look at the near-term milestones, with the filing of our IND, that would be the first sort of value inflection point. We expect to have our clinical enrollment completed by the end of this calendar year. And if we are fortunate enough to have the type of data we think we will, we expect to pursue an accelerated approval, which could give us an approval before the end of 2026, which would allow us to capitalize on our priority review voucher. So when we think about where we are today, there's a platform opportunity here that begins with Diamond-Blackfan anemia, but ultimately we've built the organization, we've de-risked the business model, we're prepared to move forward, we're actually going to be treating children in the near term, and we're going to be able to deliver on a return on investment very quickly to investors that will not only provide a financial return, but also a human return. Thank you.